Lightning McQueen and Mater's epic race adventure. One sunny day in Radiator Springs, Lightning McQueen and his best friend Mater were hanging out at Flo's V8 Cafe, enjoying some freshly brewed fuel. The day was perfect, and the town was bustling with excitement. Out of nowhere, a fancy high-tech sports car zoomed into town, leaving a trail of dust behind. The car screeched to a stop in front of Flo's, and its doors opened with a hiss. The car stepped out, looking sleek and shiny. It was Turbo, the fastest race car in the world. He had come to challenge Lightning McQueen to a race. "Hey there, Lightning," Turbo called out with a smug grin. "I've heard you're the fastest car around, but I think I can give you a run for your money." Lightning McQueen's eyes sparkled. He loved a good challenge. "You've got yourself a deal, Turbo, but how about we make it interesting?" "What do you have in mind?" Turbo asked, raising an eyebrow. "We'll have a race," Lightning said. "But this time, my best friend Mater will be racing alongside me." Mater, who was sitting on the porch of Flo's Cafe, leapt up, his rusty wheels clanking as he joined the conversation. "Y'all ready for some good old fun? I'll show 'em how it's done." Turbo chuckled. "You're not even a race car. This'll be an easy win for me." But Mater didn't back down. "We'll see about that," he said with a grin. The race was set for the next day. The whole town of Radiator Springs gathered to watch. The racetrack was winding and full of challenges, with sharp turns, hills, and even a few muddy patches. It was the perfect place for an adventure. The cars lined up at the starting line. Lightning McQueen revved his engine, feeling the thrill of the race ahead. Mater, with his old rusty body, was ready to show what he was made of. Turbo, sleek and shiny, looked confident as ever. "On your mark, get set, go!" Sally, the town sheriff, shouted. And they were off. Lightning McQueen shot ahead, zooming through the curves with ease. Mater, with his unique skills, took a different approach. He may not have been fast, but he knew the terrain. As he reached a tricky mud patch, he slid right through it, splashing mud all over Turbo's shiny body. Turbo wasn't happy about that. He tried to speed up, but the mud made him slip and skid, causing him to lose his footing. Mater, on the other hand, was having the time of his life. He didn't mind the mess and loved the race's challenges. Meanwhile, Lightning McQueen was in the lead, but he kept an eye on his friend. He knew Mater's strength was in his unexpected surprises. As they approached the final stretch, Turbo was still struggling, while Lightning McQueen and Mater worked together. Lightning slowed down a little, letting Mater catch up. With a boost of speed from Mater, they crossed the finish line together, in perfect sync. The crowd cheered as Lightning McQueen and Mater crossed the finish line in a tie. Turbo, though, frustrated, had to admit that Mater and Lightning had shown him the true spirit of teamwork and fun. "Well, I guess you two proved me wrong," Turbo said, laughing. "That was one unforgettable race," Mater winked. "Told you, ain't always about speed. It's about having fun and working together." And from that day on, Turbo became a regular visitor to Radiator Springs, and Lightning McQueen and Mater's epic race adventure became one of the best stories ever told in town.